Sticky House, Book 5, Chapter 7. To the east, Jack and Annie stood still for a long moment. Annie spoke first. Well, I guess the tall ninja was pointing to the east, she said. I guess that's the way we go. Wait, said Jack. I need to write some stuff down. I took out his notebook. He took out his notebook. In the moonlight, he wrote, use nature, be nature, follow nature. Look, Jack whispered Annie. Do I look like a ninja? Look at her. She had pulled her sweatshirt hood over her head and tied the strings tightly. She did look like a ninja, a very small one. Good idea, Jack whispered. He pulled his hood up, too. Okay, let's go, said Annie. Jack put his notebook away. Then he and Annie headed east into the woods. Then he slipped between the trees and more trees. And more trees. All the trees looked the same. Jack got confused. Were they still going in the right direction? Wait, he said. Annie stopped. They both stared at the woods around them. Do you think we're still going east? Asked Jack. I guess so, said Annie. We can't just guess, said Jack. We have to know for sure. How do we do that? Said Annie. We don't have a compass. Just then the master words came back to Jack. The ninja master said to use nature. He said, how do we do that? Said Annie. Wait, I remember something. Jack closed his eyes. Remember something in the camping book. Now what was it? He opened his eye. I've got it. First we need a stick, he said. Annie picked up a stick. Here, she said. Great, now we just need a space with moonlight, he said. There, said Annie. They moved into a moonlit space between the shadows. Now push the stick in the ground, Jack said. Annie pushed the stick into the ground. The stick shadow looks like it's more than 6 inches, said Jack. What do you think? It looks like it, said Annie. Okay, then that means the shadow's pointing east, said Jack. Neat, said Annie. So that way is east. Jack pointed to a new direction. At least I hope it is. We're real ninjas now, said Annie. Yep, said Jack. Maybe we are. Come on. They took off, heading east. They hoped soon they were out of the pine woods and walking down a rocky mountainside. They moved slowly from rock to rock. Finally, they rest against in a giant rock. Then let's check our direction again, said Jack. And he stuck another stick into the dirt. There, he said. He pointed to the shadow on the ground. That way. And he picked over the rock, down the mountains. Yikes, she said softly. Jack looked too. His heart nearly stopped. There were flames of fire coming up the mountains. The samurai. Jack and Annie ducked behind the rock. Squeak, said the mouse. Quiet, Peanut, said Annie. Jack reached into his bag. He pulled out the ninja book. I hope something in here can help us, he said. Jack flipped through the page after page until he found what he was looking for. It was a picture of warriors wearing bamboo armor. They were holding swords, he read. The samurai were fierce Japanese fighters. They carried swords to cut down their enemies. And he tapped Jack on the shoulders. Jack looked at her. She pointed up the mountain. A figure was coming down toward them. He was very near. In the moonlight, his bamboo armor was shining. His two swords were gleaming. It was a samurai warrior.